Testing, testing. Okay. So today maybe I should say what I did up until now. So I connected the new part of the region with the old one, and I fixed all the interiors, all the huts. So now I'll do the dungeons, and that's the last step that I need to do for the region to be ready for Friday. And there's some other things I have to do, but especially tomorrow is mostly testing and balance. So I'll have to finish the region today. I planned 5 dungeons. They probably take an hour each, depending on how comfortable I am with the type of dungeon. The first one, so I'll start with an easy one, and that is a crypt in the crab forest. So this is the crab forest, and I want to place a crypt underneath this. So how the dungeons work is that they are just continuations of the path underground, and I could just make it a tunnel, basically. One entrance, one exit, but I could also make it branch underground. And maybe I'll start with just a tunnel, and then if I have time left after I've finished the other dungeons, I'll expand this with another branch. So the hard thing about the dungeons is that I need an entrance and an exit. So, and they have to line up. So there's no portaling involved. It's just the dungeons are entirely underneath the normal world map in size and location. So I have an entrance right here, and this is a very old remnant, as is all of this. So I'll probably not reuse this unless it somehow perfectly falls into the bounds of where I need the dungeon to be. But I mean, this is not bad. So this already these 3 hills right here with these stone tiles already say, okay, there's an entrance here, so I'll need to look for an exit, and it shouldn't be too large. So another temple would be here, but that's not ideal. And this is pretty central to all of this elevation. So maybe I'll take this. I'll take these temple buildings and connect them with this. And it doesn't need to be a straight line, so the dungeon can still be as large or as small as I want. I'm going to do this in a pretty straightforward way because it is a crypt. So maybe I want an extra bit of land right here. So let's extend this and have an entrance right there. Where's the entrance? Yeah. And then what I need is I need a tile right here. That is the other side of the entrance. Okay, so dungeon enters here. And comes out here. So actually this is not that bad, this thing right here. But actually let's just start fresh. So let's bulldoze all of this. And I have the entrance right there. Let's move this down to, I think is it 62? Yeah. And let's use this color. And build the wall. So when you enter this, you'll land here. And what I want is, so the idea is to have a large corridor that leads to rooms on the side. Let's just do that. And let me place the entrance right here. So the entrance is correct. Let's remove the old stuff. And actually that's on the wrong layer. So let's move this down. And here we are. So that's basically a connection. If I do this, but it's pretty lame. So let's cut this in half a couple of times, here and here, and add rooms. Just really roughly that connect with each other. Basically like this. And let's make an optional room. And maybe another one here for the idea that this is a crypt. And let's extend this a little bit. Okay, let's remove more of this. Something like that. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Maybe I'll cut this in half and have this instead. So this is a single entrance and exit right now. So it's pretty boring. But I could, if I find a way to place another entrance. Either on this side or the other. Okay, this is pretty far. So it would have to be here, for example. Or it could be here somewhere. and then lead to this end. But yeah, the third entrance has to come in at the middle. So maybe right here, actually. So I could turn this into just one of these temple buildings. And I'll probably just do that. Let's move this stuff out of the way. And remove this. And that reminds me, I'll have to decorate the temples. Okay. Another to-do unlocked. And well, I could also come in from here. It's maybe the most natural location. So let's do that. And entrance, exit, and then and then so this needs to be a wall. So this could just be a small room. Like this. And yeah, that should work. Okay, let's place the walls. Not sure what I thought there, but why not? So this will be open. But just collapsed. And maybe let's keep this shut. And like this. Probably. Okay. Let's go from top to bottom. Why? get confused or miss something. Let's see. Yeah, that's better. Could leave this open. Yeah, that makes more sense. Well, actually, doesn't. Should leave this open. Okay. And yeah. So this is kind of an entrance hall. And then this would be the normal path, but everything's collapsed. Okay. So the next step is to place the boundaries. So I have the 3 entrances, and they should cut the dungeon into 3 pieces, but I may need 4. Let's just try. So the first region would be up here. Spawn point would be there, probably. Second region would be probably all of the middle part. Spawn point maybe there. And then this would be the third one. So I'll need to cut this here. And there probably. Let's make this more, make this prettier. It would be better if this had a bridge like there, because I can just cut this in half very easily. So let's do that instead. So this gets a bridge, and maybe I'll close it off. That. Well, that looks pretty bad. Maybe like this. Let's try that. Okay. So before I place anything, I have to connect this properly to the rest of the world. For that I need markers. And let's just use cost 32. And I'll place a spawn marker there. Spawn marker here and spawn marker maybe actually pretty central. So the problem is if I spawn here, imagine this is cut off. Then that's easy. That's the easy case. I can just walk down here. There's no way to get lost. I just walk down here, walk out. But if I spawn here and this is cut off, then I have this dead end here. And it's not that critical right here, but imagine this going on for quite a while, and then at the end there's just a room with no exit, so you'll have to backtrack all the way, which isn't fun. So there's always this fight between having the spawn marker easy to reach with the one exit or the other exit. So let's look at this one. So this one has two possibilities. So it could be cut off here. It's actually three. Could be cut off here, could be cut off here. And then this is the exit. Or this could be gone. This could be on. Or this could be gone as well, and this would be the exit. So this is actually pretty good, this spawn point. It works with all null variations. Okay. So if I save this, and I actually need to place exits right here, here, and here. And those need to be mirrored over ground. Okay, this is a very bad boundary now. And this one. So if I save and re-render, this is yellow, so that's good. And those have colors as well. But I'm missing two doors. Now it's recognized. Now you can see in the top right it says patch 105. So the game recognized it, and 107, 106. So this works. Now for the decoration. This is obviously a crypt, so should probably have skeletons everywhere. But I need, let me see. Yeah, I need to place this by hand. I need rocks. So let's place some rocks. So these are immovable, so I can't place them where they would block the path. Now for the boulders. They also block the path, but they are gameplay elements. Oops, that was bad. It's just talking about it. And they should be accessible. So they should be placed where it's possible to squish monsters with them. If that's okay. Then I need the bones. So this tells the game that these are patches with skeletons on them. And those are obstacles that can be destroyed, so can actually block some doors with this. Maybe not every single one. Okay. And maybe some down here. So if I jump in, I get a crab, which is still puzzling. Oh yeah, actually, I know why. Because the game knows that this is a skeleton patch, so I have the skeleton archers and hopefully the others here as well. But it also sometimes picks one from the region pool, and that one has crabs in them, or raptors. Which is fine, it's not a big deal. Crabs can get lost in a crypt. Okay, let's spawn down here. And yeah, that works. Okay. I need roots as well. Not that many, but just to have some more variation. And I need the loot, of course. So let's place some urns. Maybe a bit more playful. One there, and then one here maybe, and I'll need the chest. So the chest should be pretty prominent, so I'll place it there. All right. What else do I have? So this is all pretty brownish. I could maybe place one or two bushes at the entrances. I may actually try that. Yeah. Just to vary the colors. But I mean, if you come in here, it should also be a nice change in color. So let's see if I can I maybe make this better. So first of all, the lowest Lowest elevation should probably be water, because this is directly at the beach. And then maybe I can pour some sand here. Okay, not like this. Maybe especially at the entrances. And then at various parts. Just to enhance the feeling that this is falling apart. But I also don't want to make this too visually confusing, so it's always a trade-off. Yeah, I think that's not bad. Am I missing something in the objects? Oh yeah, the doors. Missing the doors. But maybe this shouldn't have doors, because they all rotted away. Well, maybe half of it. Because doors are fun. Doors are pretty fun in that you can't see what's behind it till you open it. So let's keep some. Okay, I mean, I'd say that's pretty good. Until I go over this again in the future. Yeah. Okay, let's give it a name. I'd like to give all the regions pretty straightforward names, because I think the names would have been given by someone that explored the world but didn't know any of the original names. So it was basically a cartographer. Just assigned straightforward names, and this could be just a crab crypt. So that's a bit funny. Let's just call it Sandy Crypts until I think of something better. So this is Coast 32. Sandy Crypts. All right. So the next one. Let's go to the village. It's also a pretty easy one. So there's a fishing village. And I'd like it to have cellars underneath. It may actually not be an easy one. Okay, the crypt and the crab forest is done. Let's do the cellars. So they would be stone. All the huts have, well, most of them have interiors. And this actually looks pretty good. So let's keep this. And repair it. So I need, again, an entrance and an exit. So I'm not sure how I would make that obvious. And why does this look so weird? Anyways, so let's pick a spot. Maybe this could work. If I bulldoze this, make a path, that totally will work. So left bottom to, well, this is not connected to anything. But it would make sense if the entrance is not at the level of the houses. So I could build a staircase down there, or steps, or I could build a bridge over here. Or I could make a small island that's then connected. It's probably the best solution. So hey Wolf, did you win? I won. Yes, I won many times. But depends on what you mean. You got the 20k? Was there a lottery or something? Or what are you referring to? Okay, let's make the entrance right there. Maybe here. Yeah, that's better. Entrance. Move the shell out of the way. And here's the entrance. So that is a wall. This is gone. This is gone as well. And that's the new wall. Okay. One entrance. I'll have to connect this now, otherwise I'll forget. So let's build a very small island, But I need to have a spawn point on there, so can't be too small. I don't know, but don't put much stock in what I say. Way ahead of you, Wolf. way ahead of you. Okay. Oh, this looks pretty. I like this. Let's extend this a little bit. This is like the island you take your one book or your one song to. Wow, I'm getting disrespected. Sorry if it came across that way. That was not my intention. Okay, let's grab a marker and place it right there. And then let's build a bridge. Give it a boundary, and here another bridge. Where am I? Yeah. And that seems to work. However, this is not ideal. With only one way in, one way out. I mean, it's cool if you spawn here. You go either into cellars or off somewhere else. But let's leave it. Hey Red, how's it going? Also don't like that these are straight, but I mean that's okay. Okay, let's actually connect them so I can place the boundaries. And clean this up. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Okay. So this entrance is also not done. Maybe like this. Can you find that? Probably. Okay, entrance here. Exit there. Wall here. Actually, let's keep this wall. I think I'm placing sand. Okay, let me connect this. So just cut in half. And I need a region marker for these spawn points. So yeah, I want them pretty central. Move this down. Yeah, probably here. The highlighted segments, places that can be cut when producing a map used for run. Yeah. Those are the boundaries. Okay, if I keep this open, I'll have to place more water. Let's fill this up. Do the cuts make a linear path or something fancier? Right now it's well, right now it's linear, but it gets fancier next week. Stone, stone, stone. And then let's place the boundaries here. And here. And here. Okay, that's orange. That's orange. And green. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So what would a cellar underneath a fishing village look like? Probably full of barrels. Probably storage. Because this, well, right now it's pretty far inland, but was at the coast at one point. So let's fill it up with barrels. And then I can, so this also designates this as a robber location, which is fine. Okay. Then let's go through the usual. So actually I have the boulders. Do I need more? No. The rocks, I mean. Now come the boulders. Okay. Then actually I need baskets down here. So to there, and there. There may actually be too much. What's the plan? I have some ideas, but I'm not sure if they work. So yeah, that's all I can say right now, because it's all in flux. Okay, baskets. Do I need doors? Yes. Yeah, I want a door there. Do I close this? Probably. Okay. Let's fix the repetitiveness right here. And the chest. Maybe 2 of those. Or maybe just right here. Yeah, the straight bridges are not that great. So let's cut them off, or this one at least, and make it connect down here. So I'll extend this can stay. And I'll bring it over there. So yeah, I have a pretty good idea on how the end game will work, but the making the path more non-linear, that's pretty hard. Without it being gimmicky. That's a headache. Can I just make it do this? Seems arbitrary. I need to place the boundary. If I elongate this island a bit, maybe it's not that weird. Getting better. Yeah, that's good. No, the island is not as pretty. Well, not bad. Okay, but it doesn't... Oh, of course. So I will need a marker here for this to work, so... Actually, let's connect this completely. Yeah. Oh, come on. Okay. So... I mean... Rest in peace, little island, but... This works much better. So yeah. Question is, do I need a third entrance? I'll maybe add one if it's easy. This looks not bad actually. But same problem here. I need a marker right there. Well, actually, I can just make a land bridge or a sand bridge. Let's do that. If I do it in a clever way. Like this. Let's move the tree. And let's repaint this. And this will get a boundary. Entrance. Here. Let's mark this as well. Well. Yeah, that's exactly why it won't work. That was just great. Okay, let's undo this. Extend this a little bit. And then I can place a marker here somewhere. If I move the tree. Yeah, I can place a marker there. That looks better. This is 9 rocky barrens. And then I can connect this with a bridge. So let's take this off, take this off, and the bridge, mark it, and that works. This is recognized. This is recognized. Let's take down this giant rock bit. So this is easier to find. And yeah, should be good. Now I need to connect this up. So this is the new entrance. So I'll need a room. Wait, was it? Yeah, this is the actual entrance. Right there. And it's yellow. So I think that means that it's connected. I haven't found that out yet, but looks good. Okay. Do I add splotches? That's just decorations in tile color. Could add sand as well, but I'm not sure if that works. Let's... That doesn't work. Actually, I could have just undone that instead of restarting. That was stupid. But the village is easy to find. Here it is. It would be nice if this had a bit of sand down here, though. Oh, okay. So looks like I can't do that unless I move this down. And this also only really shines when I have the other sand as well. I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah, definitely adds something. So there's another window there. Cool. But I'll need to, yeah, I'm only cutting this in half right now, but I'll need 3 parts now. That's bad. But actually, do I? Kind of. So 2 spawn points, should probably have 3. They are... that's not ideal. Yeah, so this doesn't work. The area has to have a marker in it. So I could extend this and place a spawn marker on it and then have... Oh, that doesn't make sense. So I need a spawn marker associated with this exit, and with this exit. This one basically covers those two. And this one covers not much at all. I mean, it still works. If I cut this in half and then open up this and make a cut here, That doesn't work. Well, it works if I add a marker there. Let's try that. Okay. That's not ideal. But so the cut should be more up here. It doesn't matter. Okay. That is enough space, probably. To add a marker. Oops. Does this work? Oh, this is a double exit. This doesn't work. So, oh god. I need to maybe build a bridge here. Remove this. Build a bridge here. Okay. So this connects to the lower one and the upper one. So that should work. Let's test this. Okay, let's fix the little bugs. Okay. Somewhere completely different now, but that's okay. Shouldn't take long. Bad boundary. Okay, this is a bad boundary. Obstructed. Double area marker. Oh. Oh god. That's just missing the boundary. Path to 106. That's true. Well, that doesn't make it better. Still bad. Path. Okay, that's what. Wait, no, that's not why. This is why. Hello. It's calculating. And test, okay. All right. So this works. That's pretty cool. All right, guys, that's 2 dungeons. I think that's okay for today. I'll do the other 3 off stream. And yeah, work some more on the game. And tomorrow I'll only test and balance the game. And then on Friday is the update. Yeah, but everything's looking good. Hey Ray, I'm just signing off. Came in right at the moment where I was ending. Sorry, but the VOD is up in 6 hours or so. But yeah, all I did was do this dungeon, which is underneath the fishing village, and then do another dungeon in the crypts. This one, a crypt as a dungeon underneath the crab forest, so called. Yeah, that's it. So pushing tiles around. Not sure what I'll do tomorrow on stream, but probably just playing the game, or if I mess up something and have to fix it tomorrow, then that, of course. I think not. So, okay, thank you for your support, everyone that stopped by. I'll be in Discord, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Have a good one. You too, Ray. Bye-bye.